If you haven't seen this little series on Hulu, go watch it. Now, I've read about this case on multiple different occasions. Now, to my left is Bianca Devins, and to my right over here is a murderer. His name is Brandon Clark. Bianca's case shined a very huge light on what the fuck is wrong with social media. Before Bianca's murder, she was active on multiple different social medias. She was considered like an e-girl. She was really pretty. She had started modeling. And like a lot of people, she did better on social media when it comes to socializing than she did in real life. She felt she could be herself on social media, you know? At some point, she comes in contact with a Lyft driver, Brandon Clark. She becomes friends with him. At one point, I think they even kind of date, kind of talk a little bit, but she ends up telling him, like, look, I'm not interested in you like that. I just want to be friends. And Brandon seems to be okay with that. However, he is not. Brandon had been plotting against Bianca for weeks before he murdered her. July 2019, they went to a concert together. When they get to the concert, they meet a guy named Alex. Alex and Bianca end up kissing, and Brandon sees it. And when it comes time to leave the concert, Bianca leaves with Brandon. Bianca ends up falling asleep in the back seat of the car. Little did she know that while she was sleeping, he was literally setting up a camera to record her murder. At some point, he wakes Bianca up. He kind of starts a conversation with her, and then he starts questioning her about the kiss she had with Alex. She says, yes, it happened, and she apologizes to him. He is not satisfied with that. And she reminds him, like, look, we're just friends. And then she asks him, when are you taking me home? And he immediately flips out on her, takes her life right there, has the whole thing recorded. By this point, he has pulled over on a dead end road, and he has decided he is going to call 911, and he is going to tell them that he has harmed her, not necessarily tell them what he did to her, and that he's going to unalive himself. By this time, he has also plastered her unalived body, pictures of her unalived body, all over Discord, which has spread quickly to Instagram. And Instagram was of no help. People were constantly reporting her pictures, and they were saying no violations found. Now, eventually, he gives up the location where they are at, and the cops get to him. He has slashed his throat, but he did not die, and they find Bianca wrapped up in a tarp and unalived. The cops did not even make it to her mother to let them know that she had passed before somebody had sent them the picture from social media. When the cops started the investigation into like his phone, computer, things like that, they found a to-do list, things he was going to do to Bianca. They also found like all kind of searches of how to strangle, how to choke, how to cut out the carotid artery. While all this is still going on in the investigation, Bianca is being completely disrespected in her death. Her picture was floating around every social media, and her family was being harassed by all kind of online trolls who were constantly sending the picture to them and then saying the most hateful things about Bianca and the most derogatory slurs. And somehow Brandon Clark was only given 25 years to life, which is insane to me. Bianca's mom, Kim, ended up fighting to get the Bianca's Law passed. The law criminalizes posting, sharing, or publishing personal images with intent to degrade or abuse. It is insane that her mom had to fight for a damn law to be passed for social media to not allow pictures of unalived people to be floating around. But they'll take down false information in a heartbeat. Something that was really sad while trying to look into things about this case was, I look up things on Reddit. And while looking up things on Reddit, I found the picture that Brandon Clark posted of Bianca. I feel like Bianca Devins' case really highlights how dark and how disturbing social media can really be.